Okay, just got to the parkade in my town here. Usually it's pretty empty. I'll see if I can get some nice sounds going. We're going up right now, so you'll just get like the driving. So for anybody who has had any questions of what I've done to my car, because apparently nobody has heard a car or a 200 like mine. So for those who don't know, this is a 2015 security Chrysler 200S. Oh, are you gonna come after me because I'm making noise? Nope. 2015 Chrysler 200S. I have the 3.6 V6 front wheel drive. Kind of low-key wish I had the all-wheel drive, but got some pops. Here, hold down these windows too for you, so you can really hear. And all I've done to it was muffler and resonator delete. And yeah, no, at first I cut off my muffler because I wanted this car to have some noise. I figured since it was a V6 it sounded somewhat good. And then I was happy. I love the sound. It was deep enough, it was loud enough, you know, it wasn't, you know, too annoyingly loud. But I was driving around, and then I can kind of hear these little bubbles and pops kind of sometimes starting to happen. And I've never had a car that backfired at all, not like what I was kind of hearing. So I'm like, so I really wanted it. So I went to the shop and I'm like, you know what? I asked around. Everybody said the exhaust was gonna sound like shit, and not to cut out my resonator. So I was hemming and hawing, and one day it's just like, you know what? Screw it. I don't want to hear those pops. Went to my shop, cut the exhaust or cut the resonator out. And that guy honked at me because I fooling around in here. And cut the resonator out, and I love it. Couldn't be any happier. Here we go. We get some good ones. No upgrades, no engine upgrades. Well, technically I do. I have a cold air intake from K&N. Purchased the RPM Motorsports torque tube, I think is what they call it. And yeah, so just the exhaust and that is the only engine modifications I've done. Okay, here we go. We got another downhill. It's got to be certain speed. Sorry, I should say get to a certain speed so it gets into the perfect RPM. It's gotta be all perfect with this thing. This is second gear, and I rev it up to until I get up to 28 kilometers an hour. Okay, here's the biggest down slope. Okay, perfect. So that's what I've done, and that's what it sounds like. Oh, security's coming. We'll just keep driving. So anyways, so that's what my car sounds like. Straight pipe, resonator, muffler, delete. That's why I did it. And cold air, K&N cold air intake, and the RPM torque tube, I guess. So that's what I've done to that. I also wanted to ask you guys a question. I got this idea last night. Off the top of my head, I can't remember what his Instagram name was, but I was talking to him a lot last night. He's got like the 2014 Charger, that body style. I don't know if it's 2014, but he's got that body style of the 2014. And he has what I guess you call the two-faced design on it, where when you're looking at your car head on, so let's say the passenger side would be, well, his is black, or his passenger side is white and his driver's side is black, all the way down the car. So I was kind of like, I'm thinking about doing that to my car too, but my passenger side would be blue and then driver's side black. Or maybe I'll do it the other way just so it's not as copying him. I don't want to copy anybody, but I thought this was a cool idea. And then my buddy Paulo, thanks bud, showed me a decal design on a 200, and I loved it. I've been trying to find a decal design on a 200, like a side decal. Couldn't find the right one. They were not all cool enough, or they were all too extreme or something, and I think I found the perfect decal, or Paulo. Excuse me. And so if I do the two-face design, what I would do, it's a side decal more on the back of the car, comes maybe halfway up the front of the, or halfway up the front doors, and then it ends, and that's it. So if I were to do this design, not sure if I want to do the two-face or not, but if I do this design, it's going to be on the blue side, this decal will be black, and then on the black half, the decal will be blue. You know, to kind of, I don't know what to call it, mesh together, I guess, in a good way. That's an idea. Or should I just scrap the two-face idea, not do the blue half, keep my car black, and then do those decals in the blue that I want to do and leave it like that? Or again, do those decals. Decals are happening either way, just which way am I going to go? Or should I do the decals in matte black, so they would match my rims? My rims are matte, or yeah, matte black, match my rims, so it ties the rims in together. Or a third option, whereas I can still do the oh, I know that person, I think. Still do the matte black decal, but then also do like a nice blue pinstripe around all the edges of the decal. Because, and the reason why I'm thinking of the pinstripe is because there are, I want to get a front window banner that's outlined. It'll be outlined in Mopar, and then on the back window I also want to get a Mopar logo also done in outline. So that's kind of where I want it, so then I can tie in the entire car together. I don't know, just let me know what you guys think. This is kind of a long video, maybe I can cut some of it out, I don't know, we'll see. But let me know what you guys think. I'm really open for ideas. I want to do as much as I can to this car without spending too much money, with it looking the craziest, I guess. I don't know. Let me know. Thanks.